Have you ever caught a police officer lying in court? My attorney did. Unfortunately, I was the defendant. The hearing was to throw out a traffic stop made on me in my driveway after having 2 drinks downtown. I was told my tabs were expired. I walked to the back of the truck and pointed to it, explaining that it doesn't expire for 7 months. I later found out the officer hadn't updated the computer in his car for several months. He had also chosen to use the only vehicle in the fleet without a dash cam. When I get home, he pulled in behind me and I got out and stood alongside my truck. I got bored waiting for him and my back was aching, so I put my hands on my thighs and tried to stretch my back. In the hearing, Officer Winner testified I got out of the truck and fell face first to the ground. During the hearing, Winner testified he was scared to exit his vehicle because I had gotten out of mine. My attorney asked him if he knew this was my home, to which he answered yes. Winner was then asked if he gets out of his vehicle when he gets home. Yes, he's an idiot. I explained to the officer, I just got back to town an hour and a half ago and stopped downtown for a drink. He requested I do a field sobriety test, to which I told him I'm disabled and can't. I've had multiple spine surgeries and have a pump installed under my skin for the pain. Officer Winner forced me by threat to do the test anyway. In court, Winner testified I never informed him I was disabled. I had actually lifted my shirt and showed him the bulge where the pump is, and he took out his pen light and saw it. He went behind me and saw the scars running up my back and on my neck. My attorney asked him if anyone had ever removed any clothing to prove to him a point. He said, that's never happened. When my attorney asked the lying little scum about running my license for no reason in his computer, noting the tabs were expired, did he observe the tabs? Winner said no, he was too busy looking out the window. So even though he ran my plate, stopped behind me at a stop sign, and parked behind me in my driveway, he had never observed the tabs. He thought better of that BS and volunteered that his chief had given him a memo about people putting tabs from a different vehicle on their plate. My attorney explained to the lying bastard that the memo was dated more than a month after I was pulled over. Winner twisted every fact of the stop, didn't allow me to be tested although I asked 3 times, cuffed me and stuffed me, tearing up nerves in my wrist due to the pressure from a bad shoulder. The judge was in a daze during the hearing and of course ruled against me. I was out of money and my attorney advised me that if we went to trial, the officer had already committed himself to perjuring himself and I would be screwed. I had 2 DUIs 8 and 9 years earlier when I was self-medicating my spinal pain prior to the surgeries, and that was probably why he was willing to lie to pull me over, take nothing for granted, and always try to record a stop.